outburst, 37 points. His previous high was just 19 points. So they'll probably lean heavily on him, but if he's going up against Bento, Gilbeck, when Holman comes in, how is he going to conserve?
For most of Dreamers' defense really improved in the second half. Bento drained the three from up top. So, you know, at the end of the day, defense is probably going to get the Dreamers their wins. To catch and shoot from the corner, and Xie Mingjun gets nothing but net. This is his second game start. His first one was also against the Formosa Dreamers, and Xiao An quick like a cat up against Xie Mingjun. There was a miss.
Especially their series matchup, the Dreamers are averaging over 113 points per game. You know, so you can score 100, but if you're going to give up 113, so it's on the defensive end, another three.
Xie Mingjun coming in on the right, and that gets poked out of bounds. We have our first subs coming in. Eric Holman checking
back into the lineup.
Yeah, Doug Creighton still being cautious with Brandon Gilbeck. He's only logged in this 4 minutes now. Enjoy Dreamers keeping Wayne as the only point guard on the court. Xie Mingjun playing point today to Endoy. There's a double team, and in the two power. Too bad. It looked like one of those that would go high up and then hit the net.
Good drive by Kenny.
Yeah, Kenny getting his first bucket today.
On a drive, and they'll just kind of not give up, but they'll change course. Kenny just stuck with it and stayed aggressive.
Through the Taipei Taishing Mars for Brandon Gilbeck and Lingjun Aji on the court together. Pulling up for the long two. Xie Mingjun coming through. Out of timeout.
Yeah, Xie Mingjun 7 points already. He's showing what he can do.
And Holmes with the three. Let's it. Once again with the hold of the ball, Aji. With 4 seconds, pulling up, and in goes the buck. Downhill, finding Ryan, catch and shoot from the corner, and nails it. Finals was the 2020-21 season, and that was effectively shortened by COVID as Zhang Dongxian nearly got stolen by Jet. Again, the Mars young players are showing a lot of grit and hustle as side pass from Yenting. And goes the Hail Mary. 7, and it just kept, it was like dominoes. Everybody else just came falling through, and Eric Holman from the back gets the ambush block.
To the championship series.
Yeah, quite unfortunate there. They couldn't bounce back as they did last season as the Jet dropped the three-piece.
It would be beneficial for them if they got him involved a little bit. And for the Mars, Hwang Sung-han, who made 8 threes this last game, he hasn't scored yet either. So
but not as intense as you would like, but I will say here's the turnover committed by the Taipei Taishing Mars, and Xiao An checking into the game with the lay-in. Until we'll give them another chance.
Jet's open. Jet's open.
Wide open, here he comes. There's a three, lasers in.
Let me know you're wide open there. I'll find you.
Adrian no look to Carl. Carl from the corner. Against both of those free throws. Here's Holman. Bodies up against Carl, and that bounces in. (40-30). Xie Mingjun coming in with the and one.
Before everybody else came to life.
Yeah, he was nominated for Player of the Week for good reason. And here comes Ndoye past Brandon Gilbert. Taipei Taishing Mars finally managing to get points on the board in the last minute. And Xiao An drains the three. Another trap set for Holman, and there's a steal for Kenny Chen. And there's the dial-in and answer for Hwang Sung-han. In their rotation so far in this game, there's a lob outwards to Holman. Holman for the three. Oh my goodness. The splash zone from the Dreamer side. More pressure on the Mars. 13 seconds on the clock. Holman with back-to-back threes.
Oh.
He's got ice in his face. Going around Brandon Gilbeck. Got another chance. Good save by Yinting, and that shot gets blocked off by Lewis. Checking into the game for the first time. Here comes Eric Holman. What a finish!
To employ.
Sidestepping his former player. Still no points to show for it. Here's Lewis in. Two steals and 2 points for Lewis, and Pong Pong off the glass. Dime dish by Kenny Chen's college team. 8 seconds on the shot clock now. 5, and Xiaoan checks into the game.
Shooters, number 2 and number 3 in the league in terms of three-pointers made.
Left wide open, Kenny Chen, and catches in the 3 from the corner.
Correction there, Wako is number 2 with 66 three-pointers made, and Hwang Song-han is number 4 with 59.
Block shot made by Hwang Song-han there, and here comes Kenny Chen. And there's a 3, dialed in, and he gets the answer.
Yeah, so if you're Zhang Yuan, you can't leave a shooter.
Dreamers is 1 made by Xiaoan. Here's Bento pulling back for the fadeaway, and he gets nothing but. So, Enjoy had quite the game on April 12th, and here's Bento from the top. Straight to 3.
We saw in the game keynotes to start off today. Bento, another 3. Another splash.
Have yet to have a lead in this game. Pong Pong swinging it outwards. Enjoy going in, body deep in against Brandon Gilbeck. As Ryan will also check in as well. Holman pulls the trigger and it gets Kenny Chen going in deep with no avail. Brandon Gilbeck is an absolute wall.
Yeah, Kenny Chen went in with a bunch of trees around him.
His effort is dwindling down, starting from the second quarter, really. And Xiaoan shot.
Before the game, he was doing some extra stretches. So maybe all the minutes are taking his toll on its 34-year-old body a little bit.
Mars got plenty of fouls to give. They only have 1 team foul, and Ryan's shot goes outside of the board, and Brandon Gilbeck gets the answer. Game time decision on the injury list. Again, his last game played was February 14th.
Whether it's a poor decision, an extra shot, or a flagrant foul. So that's something I look for him. Gilbeck slams it down.
He's hungry to return to the game in a positive way, not so much so as having pressure to perform well, but I think he's very weak. The Dreamers and
Either way.
wow, that's crazy.
The wisdom in there.
That's a bold statement.
We put out there to increase the average age a little more.
I'd say,
Let's get Jet back out there.
yeah, very true. Number 88 for the Formosa Dreamers, Jerry. $1 short there. Weaving Ma, Ma Jianhao coming through, getting the lay-in. Getting his earn right now with extra minutes. Jay Chen getting the loose ball, and there's a scoop. Time playing pro for like a full season, so
right.
Credit goes to management as well as the coaching staff. And Jay bucket. Really reminding me of preseason. No imports too early in the season. Ooh, that goes up and down for Austin.